Hey everybody, I've learned some secrets on how to stay calm, peaceful, healthy, and optimistic during really stressful times like we're facing today. So, I've put them in my book, God's Answer is No, Lessons from a Spiritual Life. I highly recommend that if you want to escape from the stress of the day, dive into this book where I share vignettes throughout my life, and I also teach you about how to meditate, clear your energy, to clear the negative energy off your being, how to eat high vibe foods that make you feel awesome and super healthy, how to journal, and how to do many other things every day that raise your vibration and make you feel so good. I went through a spiritual awakening in 2013, and all my life I've had a very strong connection to spirit. My father actually was a Roman Catholic priest who left the church to marry my mother, who's African American and Italian. And so it was very scandalous when they got married. It was interracial, the religious, the bishop damned them to hell. But my father baptized me in the hospital room, and he asked God to make me a princess of peace. And as the child of an interracial couple, our father was actually Native American, English and French, and our mother's African American and Italian. So I'm all of the above, and I look this way. And I use my writing and speaking skills to cultivate human harmony. That's my life mission. And I've written 33 books, and many of which deal with race. And Catherine and I, my sister, we started our company, Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, to showcase diverse voices by people who have overcome tremendous odds to make it in the world, like a sharecropper's son who was born in segregated North Carolina, who rose to become a global humanitarian. Lots of stories like that. So it's my life calling and my life mission. But my personal story I share in my memoir, God's Answer is No, Lessons from a Spiritual Life. It's written in a really upbeat, fun way, and it's also in vignettes that are easy to read, but I also teach you all the techniques that I use every single day, starting with how to meditate. I teach you multiple forms of meditation, just basic sitting with Om, or taking a shamanic journey, and doing other things, how to clear your chakras, which are your non-physical energy centers in your body. Oh, it feels so good to do that every single day. How to use journaling to connect with spirit, to get guidance that can guide you throughout your day to be your best and safest and healthiest. I also teach you how these techniques amplify your intuition, which speaks to you through that inner voice, that divine voice within that always guides you to do the right thing. Unfortunately, we're taught from birth to ignore the intuition and only trust what we can see, touch, taste, and smell and hear in the physical. And therefore, our sixth sense, our intuition, just gets ignored. Think about the times you've ignored your intuition and you got in trouble or you suffered for it. Or if you obeyed your intuition and you were rewarded or you were protected for it. I have lots of examples in my book, but one that really stands out is I was driving with my son to his sports practice and we were running late and he wanted a snack. Well, the closest place was a really nice gas station that had a convenience store, and I was about to turn in and I kept hearing that divine voice within say, "Don't go there, don't go there." And I'm thinking, why? And if we go somewhere else, we're going to be late. And so I was about to turn in and I kept hearing, "Don't go there, don't go there." So I honored that warning and I went somewhere else. The next day, I learned that the gas station convenience store was being robbed at the very time that we would have tried to go in there. So your intuition is connected to the universal field of knowledge. It will teach you, it will steer you, it will protect you. I have so many examples like that, and they're in the book. But very importantly, when you cultivate a spiritual lifestyle. When you meditate, when you eat high vibe foods, when you avoid things that can lower your connection to spirit or hinder your intuition, then when you avoid these things, it becomes stronger and stronger, and you develop this tremendous connection to divine, to the spirit world, and it guides you every single day. And during stressful times right now, during the pandemic and the economy and the election and so many different things that are happening to cause us anxiety and fear and stress, these techniques can help you calm down, relax, and restore your faith so you're living in faith, not fear. It helps you sleep better. It boosts your immune system. It's beneficial on so many levels, not to mention it cultivates harmony with other people. Because a lot of times tensions are flaring and tempers, and it's just when you cultivate a spiritual lifestyle, you're less reactive to things. It's really remarkable. And so I lead a guided meditation every Wednesday evening on Zoom for people all across America. It's free, and I really wish everybody would learn how to meditate. It's so life-changing. 10 years ago this summer, I learned how to meditate from Dr. Rama. He actually wrote my foreword. And in the foreword, he writes, Elizabeth has something that you cannot buy in the store. Elizabeth has peace. My father asked God to make me a princess of peace. I went through many years of the opposite of peace, chaos, and I talk about it in the book. Tremendous struggles with food and fat, having a terrible relationship with body image and food, a challenge with my identity as a mixed race woman who looks this way. Who am I? Where do I fit in? Do I fit in? And is that okay? What's my purpose in life? How am I going to proceed with my gifts and talents that I have? How am I going to get through this divorce? How am I going to get through this challenge? I also went through some other challenges with tremendous fears that were related to things that happened when I was a child. Through the power of meditation, I've been able to shed those fears and find that peace within myself, and also to get through very contentious situations with a serenity that was almost unbelievable. During the terrible times of my divorce, I would literally feel like I had this bubble of protection around me. And just like raindrops on a freshly waxed car, they just roll off. That's how I felt with stress. It's amazing, but you kind of have to feel it to believe it. Another thing I teach in the book through meditation is that it develops your psychic abilities. You will start to know things that have no explanation for how you know them. You just know. And I have so many examples of that. It's amazing. It's like magic. Intuition helps you work magic in your life. And this book, which is spiritual, not religious, talks about that. I believe that we all have a spark of God energy in our bodies. And in meditation, I was shown by my spirit guides what that looks like. And it's literally like this ball, like a starburst inside us, like at our solar plexus chakra, which is this yellow orb of powerful light that's all about action and power and courage, right at our core. This energy is God energy. It's that spark of life that keeps us alive. And if you question that we have this electric current flowing through us, think about what happens when someone has cardiac arrest. A defibrillator delivers an electric jolt that restarts the heart. Therefore, our hearts are beating with an electric source. That source is God, universe, creator, cosmos, whatever you want to call it. It's an energy, it's a power. and I believe it's God. And again, it's spiritual, not religious. I believe that we're all one and that all religions lead to the same place, and that's the oneness of humanity, which has no color, which has no culture, which has no national origin. It's spirit. Spirit is pure, spirit is invisible, spirit has no color, spirit has no divisions. It's this beautiful flow of energy, peace, and love. In addition, I talk about how we all have the power to make a difference in the world when we access, activate, and use this spiritual power that we can project into the world to manifest a better world. I was recently certified as an intuitive practitioner through Lori Lipton's Sacred Balance Healing Academy in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. Through this certification, which amplified the meditation techniques that I've been using for many years, many of which I learned from Lori many years ago and implemented into my daily life that are so life-changing. Oh my goodness, I'm now able to share on a whole nother level the power of cultivating a spiritual practice every day. So I have a section in the book called Ascend, 8 Steps to an Infinite You. And I teach you how to take these 8 steps in your life to ascend into your highest power, your best health, your greatest passion and purpose, and your deepest connection to the divine energy within yourself. It's such a magical experience. And no matter what's going on around you, you can retreat within to meditate, and it's just absolutely glorious. All kinds of studies show that mental and physical health benefits of meditation. And so again, I can't say it enough times, please learn how to meditate, and my book teaches you how. So not only will you be engaged and entertained by all the vignette stories I talk about growing up with my sister and my family, but you'll also learn how to apply these wonderful techniques to your life, to meditate, to journal, to eat a plant-based diet that raises your vibrational frequency so you feel awesome, that boosts your immune system, which is very important, especially as we head into fall and winter. And also some other techniques that I show you: how to clear your chakras, clear the negative energy from your body, how to use crystals, essential oils, smudging with sage, so many different things that can make you feel great. I use all these tools every day and I feel so good. People are always asking me, Elizabeth, how do you stay so peaceful? How do you stay so energetic and vivacious? And I talk about, well, it starts within. It starts with meditation. It starts with all these different things I do in a day that make me feel awesome. And when doing that, when I become my best self, I can be best for you. I can be best for my family. I can be best for the world. I can be best in running our company, Two Sisters Writing and Publishing. And so, please, pick up God's Answer is No, Lessons from a Spiritual Life. It's on Amazon. It's got lots of 5-star reviews, so please do write me a review. There's also an ebook. You can read the hardcover, paperback, or ebook. And I immensely appreciate your support. This book will change your life, and it will enable you to step into your most serene and powerful self. It will also help you feel your best during these very difficult, anxiety-inducing times. So I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, author of God's Answer is No, Lessons from a Spiritual Life. Please do pick up your copy. I guarantee it's going to sweep you away into a very serene space where you can learn about how to cultivate a spiritual practice that will make you feel amazing in mind, body, and spirit. I wish you a very happy read, and please write me a comment and tell me what you thought about the book. And if you're so inspired, please do write a review on Amazon. And I'd love to hear how the book affected you, what you learned, and how you feel inspired to cultivate a daily practice for your spirituality. Be well and happy reading.